Hola, ¿qué tal, gente de YouTube? Bienvenidos a un nuevo video de Mass Effect 3. Continuamos justo donde lo habíamos dejado, en nuestra misión. Antes de continuar, quisiera recomendarles que vayan a la descripción de este video y al canal secundario y que se suscriban, chicos. Es un clic y me ayuda muchísimo. ¡Vamos allá! Bien, tenemos mucho que hacer, muchas cosas que hacer, pero una de las principales...
Nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Es casi como si viéramos una caja de zapatos.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
Vale, parece que todos se van adaptando ya. Es que Trainer, recordemos que ella no era de trabajar a bordo de una nave. Es muy diferente a lo que ella decía. Ella era una, ¿cómo se llama? Parte del equipo encargado de I+D que venía a reparar o ajustar la nave. Un equipo de científicos, básicamente. Científicos mecánicos. Y ahora ya no. Vale. Aparentemente tenemos mensajitos nuevos. Vamos a leerlos. Aquí está. Nuevo artículo, adoctrinamiento de agencias colaboradoras de la red de noticias de la Alianza, Tesia. La científica Asari Rana Thanoptis. Rana Thanoptis es una personaje que hemos visto. ¿Cómo se llama? Rana Thanoptis era la que trabajaba para Saren en Mass Effect 1, la que lo ayudó a crear los clones para Krogan. Y después la encontramos en Mass Effect 2 ayudando a Okir a clonar clones, ¿cómo se llama? Krogan también. Ahí fue donde quedaron a Grunt. Vale, la científica Asari Rana Thanoptis, esa a la que Shepard siempre le decía que saliera corriendo si no iba a destruir todo. Recientemente fallecida, se suicidó supuestamente tras ser detenida por el asesinato múltiple de varios oficiales militares Asari. Las investigadoras dijeron que Thanoptis oía voces en su cabeza antes de su muerte, lo cual achacaban a un posible adoctrinamiento. Las voces precocinaron el ascenso de las Asari y dijeron a Thanoptis que cualquiera que luchara contra los Reapers debía morir. Hace varios años Thanoptis trabajó en un proyecto de máximo secreto para el antiguo espectro Saren Arterius. ¿Viste lo que sucedió en Mass Effect 1? Momento en el que posiblemente fue adoctrinada. El gobierno Asari la indultó a cambio de su colaboración en la investigación acerca de tecnología Reaper. Se cree que Thanoptis es responsable de colocar un explosivo improvisado que detonó en el centro de investigación, matando a 4 civiles y a 5 oficiales del ejército que estaban de vista. Además, hirió de gravedad a 12 personas más y provocó daños estructurales de consideración. Las investigadoras aseguran que no están buscando más sospechosos. Vale, así que así fue como terminó Rana Thanoptis. La verdad es que una historia terminó bastante mala. Bastante triste su final. Me hubiera gustado que hubiera aparecido más. Manteniendo la posición de Hold the Line de Mayor Kirrahi. Mira, Kirrahi. Comandante, ha sido un placer volver a verte en Surkesh. Aunque las circunstancias distaran mucho de ser ideales, parece que el destino ha decidido que nuestros encuentros coincidan con amenazas galácticas. ¿Qué le vamos a hacer? A este respecto quiero reiterarte que el GOE estará allí para ayudar cuando sea necesario. Con tu independencia del clima político, tú nos ayudaste en un momento de necesidad y nos complacería devolverte el favor. Que tengas las mejores de la suerte. Mayor Kirrahi, tercer grupo de regimiento de infiltración de grupos de operaciones especiales. Cuático, ¿ah? Cuático. Increíble, increíble. Vamos teniendo aliados poco a poco. Información para ti. Hola, Shepard. ¿Cuánto tiempo? Me alegra de saber que escapaste de la Tierra y que Liara está contigo. Irnos de su antigua nave fue lo mejor que pudimos hacer. No sabes lo harto que estaba de ese camarote y de tropezar con ese dron. No sé cómo dejaba de encontrarme en una nave tan grande. Pese a que le desconecté el sistema de seguimiento, he encontrado una información que puede resultarte interesante. Dile a Glyph que te ponga en sus órdenes de datos. Espero que te ayude, Shepard. Ahí afuera la cosa está poniendo dura. Feron, dale el amigo de Liara. Omega. Bry. Asunto. Omega, mira Bry, el segundo hermano de Aria. Las cosas están calmando en Omega. Parece que los Talons son la nueva forma de seguridad de la estación. Su líder ha dicho algo de honrar el recuerdo de Nyreen Kendros. Diría que son muy monos, muy lindos, excepto que no se andan con remilgos a la hora de respaldar ese sentimiento con potencia de fuego. Claro, o sea que son recontra acuáticos, ¿no? Ten cuidado ahí fuera, que sepas que al menos aquí hay un batariano que no quiere que mueras. Bry. Man, Bry apareció muy poco, pero me gustó su inclusión, es muy buen personaje. Me gustó lo que hizo. Vale, vamos a hablar con... Tenemos que hablar con los personajes. Vamos a hablar con Joker. Vamos a ver qué dice. Tengo una sed. Bueno, sí, de cierta manera.
So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too, or the Vorcha?
Bueno, Joker, hay que hacer un trabajo conjunto, ¿no?
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
Sí, son los científicos locos. Bueno, no tenemos nosotros.
Commander.
Vale, bien. Edie.
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard.
Vale, bien. Sí, la verdad es que Edie está haciendo... ¿Cómo decirlo? Edie está... pensando en cosas lógicas, ¿no? Los Krogan se pelean entre ellos todo el tiempo. Hay que estar preparados para eso. ¿Qué otra cosa? Comida. Es que si lo piensas bien, tiene sentido que mover una cantidad de tropas de ese... Una cantidad enorme de tropas debe costar, y eso hay que tenerlo preparado.
Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on. Commander?
Vale, vale, no tiene más diálogo. Vale, vamos a ir a hablar con... Ah, no, y eso es lo que vamos a hacer. Vamos a hablar con el primarca y con Rex, que nos habían dicho que tenían... que tenían unas cosas que decirnos. Tenemos que hablar con ellos. ¿Dónde está? Aquí está Rex. ¡Rex!
Hell of a show down there on Sirkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard.
Como los viejos días.
Pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Apoyo moral.
You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Arlac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
Vale, vamos a ver qué tiene... ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Qué nos dice Rex? ¿Qué van a hacer después de la cura?
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, Most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
Claro, Rex tiene razón.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
Vale, ¿y cómo está tu chanca?
What's the situation back on Tachanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck.
Sí, mucha mala suerte. No solamente tú, Rex, muchos. ¿Qué opinas de la hembra Krogan?
Back on Sirkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things
Aclara las
out.
cosas.
Females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so
Nuestra mujer tiene demasiadas ideas.
Sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan
Sí.
females have tempers too.
Todas las female tienen su temperamento, Rex. Hay que escucharlas. ¿Qué iba a decir yo? Los Ragnar, eso me interesa mucho.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Sí, bueno. Eso es todo, Rex. Muchas gracias.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
Bueno, sí, la verdad es que sí. Rex es importante de cierta manera. Vale, Primarca.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Vale, de cierta manera lo comprendo porque cuando eres líder de una fuerza militar enorme, ¿cómo decirlo? No puedes delatarlo, ¿sabes?
Your men that crashed on Tachanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand.
Bueno.
The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus.
Victus?
Igual que él.
My son.
Su hijo.
I needed someone I could trust completely.
Vale.
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
Sí, yo igual pienso que hay que dejar las cosas en el pasado, ¿sabes? Cuando es un punto así, ya han pasado 20 años de esa guerra, hay que dejarlo atrás. Los humanos siguen muy resentidos, ¿eh? Los turianos no tanto, parece.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
Según lo que vimos en Mass Effect 1, había mucha gente que estaba resentida con los turianos. Ahora, ya no tanto. Bueno, es que cuando estás en medio de un conflicto ya no puedes darte ese lujo. Bien, vamos a hablar con... ¿cómo decirlo? Con Mordin. Están hablando Adams y la doctora Chakwas.
But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Oh, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
Sí, es la guerra, chicos.
Hello, Commander.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes, Mordin would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed. Commander.
Ah, vale. Sí, que ahora ellos están ahí en la cubierta médica. Aquí. Ahí está Mordin. Está Eve. Vamos a hablar con ellos.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Shepard, we were just...
Oye, no hablen del novio de Shepard, ¿eh?
You okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
Es una persona de fiar, Rex. Sí, él te ayudó, de hecho, e incluso dio los datos sobre dónde encontrar las hembras.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap. Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
A word when you have a moment, Shepard.
Bien. Puede salió peor.
An inhibitor. No. Entire catalyzing process would fail. Severe neurological damage. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
Method to extract functional cure without killing you. Many variables. Your immune system compromised. Considering options.
And you have to do it out loud?
Yes. Auditory learner. Need to hear self think, simulate conversation to promote new ideas, maximize productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, apologies. Medical details causing emotional distress. I hadn't considered effect on patient.
No, it just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you alive. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
Vale, bien. Se llevan bien, sí, de cierta manera. Eve.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
De cierta manera tiene razón, dudo mucho que, o sea, no todos los clanes piensan de la misma manera que Rex. ¿Qué piensan los otros clanes?
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant.
Es un mutante.
You can tell him.
¿Crees que buscará vengarse?
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
¿Qué piensas de la genophage?
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
¿Qué piensas de Mordin?
How's Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No, la verdad que para nada.
Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
A veces hace
I
eso.
sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Borgia offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
¿Qué pedo?
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Vale, ha sido todo un placer.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
Vale. Vamos a hablar con Mordin. Mordin, ¿qué me cuentas?
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Stable for now, but lack of any data detailing Malin's work. Problematic.
I hate to ask this, but will it affect the cure?
No, cure will remain viable, but Eve's long-term prognosis, doubtful.
Do what you can for her.
Of course.
Vale, ok.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity, totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
¿Puedes aprovechar eso?
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production, long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
De acuerdo.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else. No personal stake here.
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Debía ser yo.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
Demostrar que puedo. Me encanta la personalidad de Mordin. ¿Qué personajazo que es Mordin, la verdad.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
Su opinión es algo diferente.
Care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
Please. Bueno, Mordin, la verdad es que ha sido un gustazo. Vamos a darle tiempo a Eva para que se sane. Y después de eso, proceder a sintetizar la cura, ¿no?
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with at least. Then, not sure. Have made
Vale, Mordin se va a quedar entonces.
Modification, genophage cure, work against collectors.
Tiene un impacto en la galaxia.
Somewhere sunny. Sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
Caracolas.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
Podría hacerle exámenes a las caracolas. Sí, podría hacerlo. Bien, vamos a ver lo que nos regaló Feron. A ver. Dijo que lo iba a tener aquí glifo en el...
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
Vale, están hablando. Bien, vamos a ver qué hay aquí. Mejoras. No tenemos nada, pero no he dicho que... O tal vez lo vimos antes. Puede haber sido. Ya, correo electrónico del profesor T... Vale. Dice profesor, debe ser profesora. T. Quillada. al Dr. Odwell. Llamé a todos los depósitos de suministros cercanos al Crucible con el fin de encontrar suficiente platino puro para el demasquinado del dispersador principal. Además nos quedaba suficiente para bañar una cafetería. Una hora después llegó una nave con 16 toneladas de platino, por cortesía del Shadow Broker. Luego se marchó a buscar más materiales para el proyecto. El capitán de la nave mandó un mensaje de correo luego para decirme que el Shadow Broker estaría en contacto para cubrir nuestras necesidades. Me parece fenomenal, pero voy a ver si tengo programas espía en el ordenador. Es Liara que está ayudando a construir el crisol, ¿no? Notas proteanas 2186, segunda entrada. No sé qué pensar del proteano. Lo abordé mientras íbamos a otro sistema, pero no tenía muchas ganas de hablar. Lo poco que dice tiene que ver con los Reapers y con nuestro posible fracaso. ¿No es más que un soldado llorando a su pueblo o es que nuestras culturas son tan muy diferentes? Yo creo que es un poco de ambas, Liara.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
Yo creo que es un poco de ambas. A ver, ¿Rex hablará con Garrus algo?
How's it going?
No tiene nada. Bien. Vamos a ver qué hay en la tienda. Vamos a ver qué hay en la tienda. Puede que haya algo nuevo, algo interesante, algo que comprar. Quizás piezas de armadura, que es una de las cosas que más me interesa. O vamos a ingeniería primero. ¿Qué dicen nuestros amiguitos acá?
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Vale.
1 colony, save 5.
Vale,
the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Está difícil.
It was on a little thing called the news.
Stand down, yeoman. She's allowed to voice her opinion until I disallow it.
Aye, Commander. But how does she get to say whatever she wants to the whole galaxy and there's no other side?
I'll be clear that the opinion expressed is just my own.
Well, okay. It's not great, but okay.
Vale, bien, lo logramos arreglar.
Commander.
Bien, logramos arreglar la situación. Así no hay que atacar a la gente, ¿sabes?
Do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
Sí, chicos, no hay que pensar en eso, hay que mirar hacia el futuro. Estamos juntos.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Nothing to report.
Shepard.
Vale. Van bien los chicos, van bien. Aquí abajo no hay nada, es que tenemos acostumbrado a Mass Effect 2 donde tenía que ir abajo para hablar con Jack.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones she encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes. I suppose it was.
Vale, está hablando sobre los colectores. Sí, la verdad es que sí, nos enfrentamos contra ellos. Fueron duros, ya vi.
Did I mention Solarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Solarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one.
La verdad que Mordin sí un poco raro.
This Cerberus. I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped. The Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes.
La acción de verdad. ¿La acción de verdad de qué? ¿En tu chanca morir por la radiación? No, gracias. Aquí está Cortés. ¿Una nueva experiencia? Sí, ¿qué pasó?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
Probablemente lo más sensato.
Just one more diagnostic suite.
Vale, bien. Están todos trabajando. Vamos a ver qué tenemos aquí. Nos astra. Nada. Armadura batariana. Vale, ok, nada tampoco. Exportaciones canala. Peces a rayas. Ese está bonito. Cuando pase a la ciudad lo voy a pasar a comprar. Vale. Casa Fabrication. Inferno, maqueta de la alianza. Mira, hay muchas maquetas que comprar. Me gustaría comprarlas todas. Argor. Mira para su fusil. Es que no sé si eso me ayudará mucho, la verdad. Suministro. Espectros. Nada tampoco. Armería Ciperín. Nada. Aquí. Hay bastantes cosas, pero nada que me interese, la verdad. Bien, nada. Vamos a hablar con James. James, perro.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sarkesh.
Yo también.
I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell.
Oh, sí, tiene un montón de historias. A nosotros nos contó un montón de historias ya.
More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Creo que solamente es cosa tuya. No escucho ningún zumbido. Creo que andas medio drogo. Creo. Bien, hemos terminado. Vamos a hablar con todos los personajes y nos vamos a una misión. ¿Qué sería de Mass Effect sin misiones? No sin misiones. Surkesh. Vale, no hay ninguna actualización sobre lo que pasó con los Reapers. Digo, con los Reapers. Vale, no. No dice nada sobre la invasión de Cerberus. Bien. No quería esto. Me madre. No, tenemos que ir al relé de masa. Aquí está. Vale, se han activado más cosas, ¿eh? Más sistemas en los que podemos escanear. Los voy a escanear fuera de cámara. Investiga los de los exploradores desaparecidos. Investiga la presencia de Cerberus. Mira, eso estaría bueno. Vale, esto me sale que están llenos, sí. Al 100, al 100. Esto también está al 100. Mira, solamente este hay que escanearlo. Estos dos. Nobleza cabeza de caballo. Esta hay que escanearlos para que estén al 100. Vale, vamos a ver aquí. Ay, me da mucha sed hablar. Y eso que no he hablado tanto, pero me da sed. Bien. Tuchanka. Vale, vamos a ver aquí. Investiga la presencia de Cerberus. ¿A quién nos llevamos? Mira, nos vamos a llevar a Javik y a James, que no nos lo hemos llevado. Sí, acepta 3. Bien, Naisu. Tenemos aquí esto. Bien. Javik. Que se ponga. ¿Y si dejamos que se lleve su arma? Uff, estaría perrona. Que lleve su arma. Más daño. Se la voy a mejorar. Para que él lleve su arma. Completamente. Vale, y esto supongo que hará que no se sobrecaliente tanto. Vale, y lleva una pistola. Bueno, no tenemos más para pistola, pero aún así vamos a equiparle cositas. Por ejemplo, eso. No, este no. Esta. Y aquí esto que hace que sus poderes hagan más daño. Nice. James. Vale. Y vamos a equiparle esto para que dispare más rápido. No, quiero esto, el cañón. Y aquí para que tenga más cargador. Escopeta. Que lleve la nuestra, la que tenemos nosotros. Para eso invertimos en ella. Que la lleve. Bien. Y después voy a mejorar el arma de Javi, que es su arma de pulso, ¿no? Vale, munición disruptora. Vamos a mejorarla al máximo. 30% más de capacidad de munición en reserva. O daño y disparo a la cabeza. Mira, nos falta poquito para esto. Mira, aumenta 25% la posibilidad de aturdir un objetivo. Eso está genial. Uf. Bien, ¿se dan cuenta? Ya pasamos la mitad de nuestra reputación. Eso está increíble. 24 puntitos para James. Ojo ahí, ¿eh? Vamos a subírselos. Haz pedazos a un objetivo con esta tremenda explosión. Carnage. El Carnage va a mejorar al máximo. Derribándolos y velocidad de recarga. Que lo tenga más rápido. O que los incapacite a los enemigos. Prefiero que los incapacite. Que los tumbe. Daño. Daño contra armadura. Espero que tenga daño. Ah, no. Hostia, Javik tiene todos los puntos. Vale. Munición incendiaria. Quiero que tenga la munición incendiaria al máximo. Ah, no, miento. Primero la granada. Que la granada tenga al máximo. Radio de impacto. Daño. Capacidad de granadas. O aumenta el daño a los orgánicos. Vale, nada. Tengo 4 puntitos. Quiero mejorar al máximo esto. Javik tiene un montón, Vale, esto. Esto que me da bonificación de salud y los escudos. Daño de poderes. Daño de poderes o daño de armas. Daño de poderes. Aumenta la velocidad de recarga de los escudos de los compañeros del equipo. Ojo, los escudos. Aumenta 10% de daño y la fuerza de duración de los poderes de los compañeros del equipo. Hostia, prefiero esto. Siempre se piensa para el equipo, ¿eh? Granada de levitación. Hostia, la granada de levitación es muy god. Atracción. Vamos a hacer que tenga todos los poderes, pero va a mejorar solamente uno. Que va a ser la granada de levitación. Esta la misma la tenía la... En Irene tenía esta. Muy buena. Aumenta la duración del poder. Vale, eso me gusta. Daño o radio. Los objetivos se ven estrellados contra el suelo a medida que... No, prefiero que tenga más daño. Bien, eso va a romper. Fuerza oscura. Hostia. Fuerza oscura, vamos a subirlo. Se ve perrón. Aumenta la duración del poder. Aumenta el daño. Tengo 6 puntitos. La velocidad de recarga. Y reduce la velocidad del objetivo. Ojo ahí, ¿eh? Esto. Daño contra barreras y armaduras. Daño por segundo. Vale, vamos así. Hostia, buenos poderes, buenos poderes tiene Javik. Vamos a la misión.
Shepard services landing forces away from the Tachanka battlefields. Their target seems to be an ancient ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions. The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
We'll get it done.
See to it. Hack it out.
Te pegó un pequeño lagazo, ¿eh?
Get on it. All right, let's find the control room for those cannons. Kill anything in our way.
This I can do.
Eso sé hacerlo, ¿vale? Nuestra primera misión con Javik. Veremos cuál es la capacidad de nuestro amigo proteano, ¿no? Pero eso será en el siguiente episodio de Mass Effect, porque hemos llegado a nuestro límite. Comenten, denle like y suscríbanse, chicos. Y nos vemos en el siguiente episodio de Mass Effect. ¡Adiós!